Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your December 2015 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Pisces, and I am wearing my deer antlers. In tradition, I wore them a year ago, and so I thought I'd bring them back out for December for my lovely subscribers. And I am wearing my little heart earrings, so I'm sending you a little bit of love and magic for December. And I do have an announcement. The update is I am getting very close to having 10,000 subscribers, which is a big deal for me, because I've only been doing this for a little over, almost a year, a little over a year, I should say, just over a year. And so it's going to be a person that I specifically pick on the day that I have reached 10,000 subscribers, or the day after, I'm guessing, if I'm not working that day or whatever. If I don't have anybody scheduled for that day, I'm going to be picking the first person, and they are going to be getting it's going to be a free reading and a $10 Amazon gift card. Okay. Now, there's no way for you to know who I'm going to pick, because it's going to be the first person that I schedule. I am going to be taking payments like I normally do. So what I would do is I'm going to actually refund the $75. It's going to be a complete surprise, basically. I'm not going to be telling the person that they're getting a free reading. It's going to be a complete surprise for them. So, so that said, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am doing that. And this is not for my repeat clients, okay? This is for new subscribers, or a new client, for someone that hasn't had a reading with me in the past. Now, that may not seem fair, but I am going to be doing some other things for repeat clients in the future. So if you are a repeat client, stay tuned and for more surprises and giveaways, because I want to be doing more giveaways in the future. So, and if you have any ideas for what you'd like me to do for repeat clients, definitely let me know. Message me and let me know what you think, or email me and say, hey Elizabeth, this is what I'd like to see, because I'm open to ideas. So, so this reading is for everybody with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Pisces. And again, just as an update, I am not going to be doing my mid-December videos. So if you'd like a private reading, feel free to email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com, and I'd love to get you scheduled. So, that said, let me lay out a spread. Now, I have been shuffling, and my card did fly out here, so I'm just going to see what we have. Okay, so Pisces, you have kind of what I would call like a mixed bag. And again, this is for everyone with their sun and sun and moon in the lovely Pisces, and this is for the month of December 2015. I'm just going to start off with what's going on in what I call the heartbeat of the reading, which is two very different energetic cards. One is very, very warm, this is the Four of Wands, and one is very, very cold, okay? Sorry, this is the Four of Cups, okay? So four, and four, okay? It's kind of like, four to me is a very stuck number. It's kind of very square, okay? It's very, I want to say nothing's really moving, okay, with this kind of energy. Now, 44 is actually a spiritual number, as well. And you can look up, what more, what all the numbers mean in Doreen Virtue's Spirit Library, or number. I think it's called her Spirit Number Library. I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, you can check that out. The thing here is to me, this is hot and cold. This is hot and cold, feeling hot and cold. This can be mood swings that are hot and cold. This could be someone who's giving you mixed signals. This is in a relationship where you may feel like you could be in a relationship and you may have kids, and your kids are making you happy, but your partner's not. Okay, there's some element of I want to say there's some element where something is going on that's really, really, really positive and really, really good. But at the same time, something is really, really, really negative. Okay? So the thing that's negative, I think, is this. There's a disconnect either with you and your partner or with you with the world. You disconnecting from people in general. You feeling like, I need alone time, I need my own space. Because the Four of Wands is leaving for joy, having that joyous feeling really, really good. But the Four of Cups is feeling like down in the dumps, wallowing, pining. So, and the Four of Wands is like that sun energy. The sun is out and everything's good. The Four of Cups is like everything's dismal, it's rainy, it's gray, it's winter time, things suck. So very different energies. You may be that person that's feeling down in the dumps, because to me, the Four of Cups is the Pisces female. Typically this is Pisces female, but it could be any other sign as well too, because to me, the Four of Cups goes beyond the picture. Four of Cups to me is sort of like that element of detachment that you usually see with an air sign, okay? Because, and I was just talking about, Aquarius. I was just in my Aquarius video. So you could be in a relationship with an air sign, okay? Or a Pisces who has some, air in their chart. Or you could be, I want to say, the Aquarius that has some Pisces in their chart. One or the other, okay? There's something going on there. But to me, it is that detachment, is that alone space. It's that breaking, after you break up with someone, you don't want to talk to them. This is the disconnect. This is where Pisces shut down. This is where you don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to do anything. You just kind of want to sit around and do nothing. And it's okay, because most likely you've been hurt. But it's just, you haven't been hurt by this. You maybe have a loving, supportive family, but you're hurt from a third party, which would be, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife situation, somebody else. So you have the Three of Swords also in the recent past. So it's just because I was just talking about getting really hurt. Okay. So yeah, so to me, this is the Pisces that's shut down because of this, because of some kind of pain, suffering, sacrifice. You may also have some Scorpio in your chart as well, or your partner may be a Scorpio, or there's some element, there's a Scorpio-Pisces connection, some kind of Pisces-Scorpio connection here. Because to me, my dear sweet Lammy Puff Scorpios get this card a lot. To me, this is the Scorpio. Okay, because and not always, but I am feeling it that it is now, because this is what I call the lamb that's gone to slaughter. The lamb that's been hurt. The swan is like the lamb to me. The swan, this beautiful creature, is just is glorious, and for whatever reason it's been hurt, it's been killed. Somebody's attacked it. Somebody's hurt it, and who would want to hurt a swan? Who would want to hurt a lamb? You just don't want to. It's cruel. So for whatever reason, you may have somebody in your life that's been unusually cruel to you. I'm getting that. For some of you, I'm getting that thing where it's like mental cruelty, like that reason why people got divorced. I don't know if it's a reason, but they state, mental, emotional cruelty This is that kind of thing. Somebody's been cruel, vicious, hurtful, mean. And now, the Pisces tend to be very, very sensitive. They are very, very sensitive. But to me, the Three of Swords is an outright attack. Okay? So this isn't something that somebody said to you that was just off the cuff and random and hurt your feelings. No. This is where somebody did something really bad, okay, to hurt your feelings on purpose. Or whether it was on purpose, is questionable, premeditated, whatever. I don't necessarily feel like it was where they actively were trying to hurt you, but the end result was hurting you. I feel like it was more something they did that was major, okay? So we're not talking about something they said in conversation to you to hurt your feelings. We are talking about something that they did, whether it was premeditated or not, that was it was a big deal. It was a big situation. This is somebody that's gone behind somebody's back. This is betrayal. This is sticking the knife in. This is ganging up, having somebody gang up on you. This is just feeling like you having to make sacrifices. To me, the Pisces does feel a lot of times that they have to make sacrifices in that, and they may have had to make several sacrifices in the recent past, and this is hard. This isn't this hard. So, I feel like in some ways you're trying to bounce back from that, but there may be some residual, just not feeling like your normal self, or just wanting to detach from that person, or wanting to not talk to that person, or giving that person the silent treatment. This is where somebody tries to call you, and you don't answer for weeks, for months, for years. The thing about this, Pisces, you got to be careful because time is passing you by. You may be wallowing for quite some time in this place of living in that dream. This is the dream. This is the dream of things, not the reality. This is some of you. And I do have some, I have had some Pisces people that have contacted me, and this is living in what I've now coined the term Disneyland, okay? This is living in that land of where it's very lovey-dovey, romantic, and the harsh reality is that either the person you like isn't into you, or the person that, you've been in a partnership with has somehow hurt you or betrayed you. So you need to kind of snap out of it, get into, understand the reality, the real aspect of the situation, and kind of get back into the world and understand things how they are. Living in Disneyland isn't going to get you anywhere, because this is trying to see, in a way, you're trying to see positively, but it's not really working. Because again, it's just that hot, cold kind of thing happening. And some of you are traveling. Amidst all of this, you're traveling. Either you want to get away, you want to travel, you want to move, you're planning a move. This is buying and selling a house, planning and buying and selling a house. And there's some aspects of because it is linking up. To me, this is dreaming big. This is dreaming big. This is wanting a big house. This is wanting, that house with the 3-car garage, the pool, and the tennis court, all that whole thing, This is wanting more than you have in some respects, because it's that that dream, whatever that dream is for you. Whether, and I joke about this all the time, whether, you're dreaming that there's sex swings in your bedroom and there's, burlesque dancers on your front porch, or whether there's a giant chocolate cake, in your living room, whatever it is for you, it's the dream, okay? So you're dreaming big, and that is positive. Some of you, it's just traveling. Some of you, it's traveling, but for others, it's dreaming big. And, it's the fantasy, it's however you think of the fantasy, that's it, whether you're going swimming in brownie mix, I don't know if you guys watched that movie, I think it was Patch Adams. It's a very, very sad movie at times, but there was a lot of bright moments, and one of them was the old woman who wants to swim in the noodles, oodles of noodles, she wants to, so they did, they got her this pool and they cooked all these noodles and she went into, and that was just something that she really wanted to do. So, you may have a love for food. For some of you may have a love for food. I'm getting the food thing really strongly, but maybe it's also just me. Could be. So, anyways, in the position of the immediate future, you do have a little bit of a reprieve from all of this negativity, okay? You've got the Six of Wands, which is focusing on career. This is climbing to a pinnacle point, okay, in your career through your own blood, sweat, and tears. That's kind of how I see it. This is also, for some of you, not all of you, either being in contact with or having a relationship with a Virgo male. To me, this is the Virgo male, okay? Pisces, guys, this may be just your shadow, okay? If you're a Pisces guy, okay? But Pisces guys, you're also very focused on working and climbing the ladder, moving ahead, getting to the top. Whatever the next level is, you want to get there. You're shooting high, okay? That's the main point. And this is you getting somewhere, okay? So that's getting to the goal, having a goal and getting to that place. But this is also what I call a career card. So some of you are just very focused on career at this time, and that's good. It also may be dreaming, because there's this binding card in the middle of everything, dreaming about a career or dreaming about doing something different in your career, okay? So some of you are literally living large, okay? Maybe you're in a high-powered position, or you've just been in a position for a very long time and you're getting somewhere, or, you're making strides ahead. Pisces, females or males, you're making strides ahead in your career doing something and you feel like you've gotten somewhere and you're putting in a lot of hard work and effort to do it. But others, it's more, you might not be working at all. And, you're looking for a job and you really want a job. You're looking for a job that's the next level up. My suggestion to you is get whatever job that comes easily, because that's how the universe works. If you're looking for a job and you keep getting turned down for whatever positions you're trying for, try for something completely different, okay? Even if it's not at the level that you want. Because eventually you'll get there. You will get there if you do that. Now, I think it was Whoopi Goldberg that says, get a job and then, always be, say yes to what you can get in order to get to the next level. I don't know what it was that she said. There's a quote. I have to look up what that quote is. I'm sorry, Pisces. I don't know what it was. But she said it really best about career and taking. Sometimes, when you're not working, you can get really low, and time can really pass you by. And you're not structuring, And this is the Pisces challenge, where in your downtime, time will slip through your fingers, because that's how Pisces and time work. Okay, Pisces move as if they're underwater, and then suddenly 5 hours have passed, and they don't even remember the time passing at all. Okay, because they're in their dream, they're in their mind, they're living that dream. Okay. Or fantasy. So now the next several cards. So the end of December is kind of I want to say, critical time. You have several cards here that are very different in nature. Okay, so I'm going to go through them slowly and carefully. They're not. You do have one card that's blocking you, and that's the Devil in the position of your attitude towards the end of September. Okay. So if you are in a relationship, there may be some temptation to cheat, okay? Or your partner may be cheating. If you are working, there may be some element where you are a slave to your job, or you are enslaved in some way. You may be also in a relationship where you feel like your partner has a lot of control, okay? Ladies need to be very careful that you are not giving your power away to a man or woman who is Mr. or Mrs. Bossy Boots, where they're the boss, or where you're giving your power away to someone who isn't good for you. And this is classic female. Women want relationships so badly that they'll settle for someone who doesn't want them. They just want the control. They just like the power. So you may be in a relationship, Pisces, males or females, you may be in a relationship with someone who, you're in a power struggle with. There's a dynamic here where either they're controlling you or you feel, or you're controlling them. Most likely it's them controlling you. Okay, you can be a guy in a very, with a partner, girlfriend or wife who is very, very controlling. Okay, this is also being a slave to money too. This is being a slave to your sexual desires, money. This is the 7 deadly sins. So whatever for you is tempting, or whatever for you is I want to say negative that's in your life in the late December, you have to be very careful about getting your heart stolen. It's interesting. I just watched this bird go up and they stole something but it took something out of the gutter. I don't know what that was. Now, I'm just saying you have to be very careful. Your partner or whoever they are, you have to be very, very cautious that they are not doing something behind your back. Okay? There's elements of temptation here. Elements of somebody having your heart and you basically, someone has stolen your heart for some of you, and they need to give it back. You need to take it back. Don't let somebody push you around, Pisces. This is where you need to grow a backbone. This is where you need to grow a backbone or grow a pair in December, okay? And I'm not saying this to be mean to you. This has to happen in order for you to, break free of something. Break free of addiction problems, or break free of relationship problems, break free of a job that's driving you crazy, or a job that's sort of enslaving you. There's a lot of different elements here, and I'm getting so many different things that it's going to be different for each of you, and this is where I'd recommend a private reading. So, because the devil for you is going to be different in each situation. Some of you who are happily married, this does not apply, okay? For a lot of you, this is where your partner, or especially if you're in a relationship, is causing issues. And it can also be, okay, so I was talking about the ladies who get very desperate and they settle for someone who's not good for them, and they give them their heart away, and there's a person that's just got a lot of control. You're giving them the control. The person that cares the least is the one who's in control. Usually that's how it goes. So ladies fall for people who really don't give a shit, and guys come and go, or players come and go, and they just don't really give a shit. And I see that the most with this. So I want to say for a lot of you that's the situation, but not for everyone, okay? I want to say it's marital problems for the majority of you. Marital problems. I'm getting strongly marital problems. And again, the outcome here is the Queen of Swords. So, and the Queen of Swords is someone, there's distrust. This person either knows there's something going on, or this person is quite bitter, or this person is just quite a cold individual. The Queen of Swords doesn't always have to be, but because it's linking up with the devil, this is somebody who's distrustful. You may be the Queen of Swords and you're in a relationship with somebody who's not treating you right, and the Queen of Swords doesn't have to be female. It can be a male. It can be male Pisces, where there is distrust, okay, and bitterness and problems. Normally, the way tarot works is if you're blocked to the position of your attitude, or if you have a negative attitude, you can't get to that thing, that happy ending, if the final card's positive. But I don't see, in this case, the Queen of Swords being positive for you. So you need to work on two different things. You need to work on breaking out. If you're in a relationship, you need to break free of a relationship that's no longer good for you, period, end of story. That's it. If you don't, it will lead to more distrust and bitterness. And if you are going to stay in a relationship where you constantly are trying to dig for information, or catch them in the act, or catch them doing something, or, so a lot of people call psychics to find out what their partner is doing with who and all that stuff. It's going to suck your soul out. It's going to suck your soul dry. So this is where you don't want to get into that cycle. You may be in that cycle where there's cheating involved, or there's some negativity involved, and it's a pattern. It's a pattern because the Queen of Swords looks at their partner and they say, where were you on Friday night? And the partner says, I was at work, or I was on my way home, or I was someplace else. And the Queen of Swords is like, no, bullshit. You were gonna, where did you go after your job? Why didn't you come home right away? Where did you go? What did you do? She doesn't put up with bullshit, and she knows. So for some of you, it's a female, a very strong, empowered female who knows that there's something going on, but can't quite get to the bottom of it, and doesn't want to leave until she finds out. So the problem is she's pushy. She's bossy boots. She will find out. The problem is that either way, whatever situation that you're in, whether it's a relationship situation or it's a partnership or it's a job thing or it's a financial thing, this is not what I want to see for Pisces. I want to see some other, some other cards here. And I'm pulling some other cards. One of them is the fear card, so maybe you're afraid to leave, or maybe there's some element of, being afraid of getting hurt. There's some bitterness. You may be kind of like, and again, the devil can be someone who may not even be like even in your life. It may just be someone who was in your life at one time, but you're still thinking about them, or you're still obsessing about them. This is obsessive compulsive disorder. This is where you're not able to move on. And one of the cards I pulled was the Eight of Cups, which is you needing to swim away. You needing to move away. You needing to not move away like out of state or anything. I'm saying move on from the relationship. And go out and date other people, because for whatever reason this person is not good for you. Now again, if you are in a happy marriage, this does not apply to you. But there may be some financial restrictions, or there may be some control issues if you are in a relationship that you deem happy, okay? Regardless. And so you need to be careful that it doesn't lead to bitterness, that you work on trust. I feel like even a very good relationship, you can still work on trust. Now, the card in the position of emotions is the Five of Wands, which is not really what I'd like to see for Pisces. This is a guy who got scared. This is the classic guy who got scared and ran for the hills, okay? If you're obsessing about this person, he's just a chicken, You got the chicken shit card, the devil card, and the Five of Wands. To me, it's a guy who doesn't see the relationship going anywhere, got scared, ran for the hills, or someone that you're trying to chase. You may be trying to chase someone, okay? Or, you may be the person, somebody is chasing you. This is a classic Pisces Aries combination too, or Pisces Sag, or Pisces Leo, where, you're really into someone who's no longer in your life, okay? And you're giving them too much power, okay? Again, going back to what I said earlier, somebody may not be in your life at all, but there's this come and go thing. The Five of Wands guy is a guy that comes into your life, is only there for a short period of time, and then leaves, and then tries to come back. It's a project rather than a relationship. That's what I say. I'm going to do a hashtag project rather than relationship. So look for it on Twitter. You do have the King of Swords coming in from the outside. And the King of Swords is, I just see his loved one around you in spirit, usually a father figure. So it means, you are being spiritually guided. You are being blessed spiritually. You are being looked out for by heaven, okay? You are not alone. And whatever challenges you may have, whether it's a person or whether it's just, for some of you, the Five of Wands may be feeling like you're beating the world off with a stick. You've got a lot of problems, a lot of bills piling up, things piling up, and the shit is so deep. And you're not really being able to deal with it, Emotionally, this is you. This is the shit hitting the fan, This is maybe you exploding in some cases, you losing your temper, you flying off the handle, you getting really upset about a lot of different things. It's not just one thing. It's like you reaching your breaking point that straw that broke the camel's back, that point where it's like that bill that comes in the mail and you're like, what the fuck is this? This is from, I don't know what other place from 5 years ago, and you're like, oh, I thought I paid that, So I always tell Pisces to get organized. And this is one of those months in December you're going to want to get organized. You're going to want to break out of a relationship that is negative. If you are in a relationship, you're going to want to work on trust issues. There's major trust issues here. And if there's someone that's coming and going in your life, put your foot down, grow a pair of balls with your guy or girl and say, no, that's it. You're done. We're done. It's over. Do not come and go. There's no point because it's not going anywhere. To me, it's a dead-end relationship. If you're in a relationship, it's a dead-end relationship, like a dead-end job. You may be doing it just because, for whatever reason, for financial reasons. You may be staying in it for financial reasons. Don't make that be the reason you're staying. You do need to be practical, but it's not healthy when you are giving your power away to somebody, or you're engaging. When I say engaging, you're talking to or discussing things with or being even in the same room with. You're giving that person your energy. So you got to watch out for that. You need to start fresh. It's time to start fresh, Pisces. To me, this is kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. And this is where, you need to start cleaning things up. Don't become complacent. I talk to Pisces a lot about that. Don't become complacent. Don't live in Disneyland. The reality is there's a lot of things you need to work on. One of them being a relationship if you're in one. If you're not in a relationship, you need to go out and, and you want a relationship, you need to go out and start putting yourself out there more. And some of you, it's cleaning up your finances. Some of you, it's finding a better job. Some of you, it's working on your career more, because there are several career cards. There are a lot of positive things. The two most positive things is that career-wise and financially, things are going to improve. And you are being looked out by heaven. So you're not alone, and you can really achieve whatever it is your heart desires. However, you have several things that are going on that need some attention and cleanup work. So I would say hashtag cleanup work this month, Pisces. That's what I would recommend doing. And kind of pull it, I want to say get it together, pull it together. Because you can do it. There's no need for any of this madness. There isn't. You can achieve, I feel like Pisces can achieve so much when they're not bogged down in unhealthy situations, unhealthy relationships. They're too sensitive. They're too sensitive to deal with that kind of bullshit. So, and there is a hashtag already out there called Done with the Douchebags. Check it out. That's all I'm saying. And for the rest of you, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And I will be back with doing more videos, and there will be new things coming up with my channel in the new year. So stay tuned. So I'm going to wish you big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. All the best.